Here's an uncomfortable truth. Ceasefires between Israel and Hamas don't fall apart. They're sabotaged again and again. Most people don't realize that Hamas has repeatedly offered long-term truces based on 1967 borders, the right to self-determination, and asking for basic human dignity of Palestinians being able to live freely and equally on their own land. Shortly after Hamas won the 2006 elections, leader Ismail Haniyeh wrote that Hamas wanted peace and an end to the bloodshed, something that could only happen if Palestinians were treated as equals and their rights were recognized. Israel's response to this is almost always the same: ignore the offers, break them after signing agreements, or assassinating the people responsible for negotiating them. For example, in 2004, Israel assassinated senior Hamas leaders weeks after they proposed a 10-year truce. In 2012, another was killed hours after receiving a draft ceasefire. And during the most recent talks, Israel tried to assassinate Hamas negotiator Khalil al-Hayya while he was in Qatar discussing a deal. They failed, and he went on to lead Hamas' side in the negotiations that produced the current ceasefire. Israel also breaks ceasefires deliberately. Take the 2008. For 4 months, Hamas didn't violate the ceasefire, didn't fire a single rocket. And then on November 4th, while Americans were focused on the presidential election, a big one, Israeli troops raided Gaza and killed 6 Palestinians. That raid shattered the truce and triggered a full-scale war in which about 1,400 Palestinians were killed. Even moves that look like steps towards peace often aren't. In 2005, Israel pulled settlers out of Gaza. It's often described as a concession, but then Prime Minister Ariel Sharon's advisor said the real goal was to put the peace process in formaldehyde, to freeze it so it couldn't move forward. By that, he meant leaving Gaza, a small blockaded strip with no real resources. Israel could say, look, we left, while shifting its focus to expanding settlements and tightening control over the West Bank, the land Palestinians would need for a future state. The same script is unfolding now. Hamas has said repeatedly it can't recover the bodies of the dead hostages within the 72-hour deadline, something Israeli and U.S. intelligence have known for months. There are an estimated 15 million tons of rubble in Gaza, with thousands of people, including hostages, still buried underneath. Without heavy equipment and a withdrawal of Israeli troops, locating those bodies is nearly impossible. Israel is now using that reality as justification to accuse Hamas of violating the ceasefire while cutting aid in half, keeping key border crossings closed, and even killing Palestinians returning to their homes.